Namaste, welcome back to your virtual studio. This segment we look at the Corkscrew Turn, the Propeller Turn, and a Tribal Moon Turn that is a variation of a very traditional Spanish barrel turn. We'll be doing this in traditional duet formation, and then we'll be taking it into a dynamic duet situation where we're going to use the propeller, the barrel, and the corkscrew to pass each other. So we'll demonstrate facing you first. I'm going to break down the feet, and then we'll talk about the cues and the transitions for all three of those turns. And then we'll do it facing the mirror so you can follow from behind. So before we even get started on executing the turn, we want to talk just a moment about the feet, because all three of these turns, the final turn is executed the same exact way, with right foot over left, probably being either on the ball of the right foot or the heel of the right foot. This is going to be an individual turning style. So I'm going to start on the ball of the right foot, left foot flat. Remember, we have our soft knees. For all of our turns, we want to remember to really have these shoulders coming behind our hips. This is going to help with two things. One, keep our tribal dance posture. And two, most importantly, it's going to help us keep our balance. So that final execution of all three steps, we're going to bring right foot over left and turn. So the soft bend in the knees and the tribal lift is going to also make sure we don't have a level change going on. Because when we do these turns, we also might have a basket or a sword on our head. Good. So let's look at the feet one more time, and then we'll break down all three steps. Right foot over left. This time I'm going to start with the weight on my heel, and then move to the ball. So try both of those, see which one works for you. Okay, so let's look at this step. First step we're going to look at is a very classic turn, the Propeller Step. It's a slow movement, so we want to get our arms overhead. We're just using a simple tuck seam with arms to get our arms overhead. And we have to stop our hips, and to do that we're going to signal to our follow dancers. Completely stop our hips. I like to give a nice slow floreo as a big cue of, hey, something's changing. Right arm down, left arm stays up. Nice slow floreo. Gaze to the right. Gaze comes straight ahead, little floreo. Right arm up, left arm down. Gaze to the left, little floreo. Now the cue that we're doing the propeller, the right arm comes down. The cue for the turn, the right leader lifts her forearm slightly, comes around. Let's look at this turn without doing the actual turn. So we brought our hands overhead. Made it clear to our followers we're changing movement. Set up. Slight gaze. Here. And as you're turning, your right hand's coming down towards your left hip, doing a little floreo as you turn. You come to the front. Right arm up, left arm down. Now let's look at that as we turn. Slight gaze to the right because the right arm's drawn. Slight gaze to the left because the left arm's drawn. Cue for the turn. Here we go. And we hold it here. We take a little step forward on the right foot. And we like to polish this one off in a body wave. Good. Now we're going to look at the corkscrew turn. Again, arms have to come overhead, giving that nice signal to the followers. The setup looks very similar to the propeller. Here's the difference. Both arms come parallel. They come up. The wrists cross and the turn again. And now we do these beautiful little slow floreos. We can stop here, come back into the tuck seam, or do any number of things. So let's break this one down again. Initial setup. Right hand down, gaze to the right. Left hand down, gaze to the left. Parallel, up, here's the key we're turning. Good. We're going to do this one more time with the corkscrew. We're going to stop here just for a minute. This position allows the leader to look at her follower, and I can tell if she's caught the cue. And I'm also now going to match up my floreo speed to hers until she can see me again. Now I can't see her, so she has to stay matched to mine. Here she's matched, and now she knows we're turning because she saw the wrists coming down. Good, and the last move we're going to break down in a minute when we turn around and face the mirror is our beautiful barrel turn. This one was nice to come out into a body wave. Again, arms have to make their way overhead, always beautiful and easy to do in a traditional tuxedo. Right arm, right foot, rib cage lift. Left arm, left foot. Keep that rib cage lifted. Now we cross right foot over left and come down. Let's look at that one more time facing you, and then we'll all turn and look at the mirror and follow us from the back. Beautiful. Good. Now let's look at these facing the mirror. So what we're going to do is the same exact execution, but now you can follow us from behind. So we're going to make our way up to a tuxedo, and now following Heather, giving us the signal. This is nice and slow, so we want to take these movements super slow. Beautiful. And then I just follow her as she finishes that off with a beautiful body wave. Let's look at that one more time. Gaze to the right. Gaze to the left. Straight ahead. Beautiful. Good. Let's look at our corkscrew turn. Imaginary place on the horizon. Beautiful. I'm going to repeat this one. Lovely. Let's look at our Tribal Moon Barrell turn. Right, then left, then right, and follow through with a beautiful body wave. Let's look at that 2 more times. And we're going to hesitate during each of the setups. So right, so we're going to make sure, check in with yourself, make sure your rib cage is lifted. Good. Left. We've got this beautiful bend in the elbows, very flamenco. Now execute. Lovely. One more time. Right. Left. Right foot over left. Beautiful. Good. We're going to turn around and face you one more time, and we're going to do a little modified variation for the torso with the propeller and the corkscrew. We're going to shift the weight of the ribs to the left as the right arm goes. Come to center. Shift the weight of the ribs to the right as the left arm goes. Come to center. The rest of the step needs to be executed with the torso straight up and down. Good. Same thing can happen with the corkscrew. Set up. Gives a nice, dramatic kind of angle to the body. And the rest of the turn has to be done with the torso straight up and down so you don't lose your balance. Lovely. Now the barrel turn, you don't get that option. Ribcage lift, ribcage lift, and turn. Good. Now Heather and I are going to swap places for a second, and we're going to face traditional leader-follower formation facing the mirror, so that I'm going to use one of these turns to come around face my partner, and then we're going to do a setup so that we're using these turns in a really beautiful dynamic duet partner pass situation. So the first one we'll look at will be the corkscrew. Remember, tailbone tucked, rib cage lifted. Breathe and smile. So I've done 1.5 turns so I can face her. I'm going to use the corkscrew turn again to do a pass, do a partner pass. So here now we have our little rib cage slide. We make eye contact, and now we've just traded places. We're going to do it the same movement so that original leader gets into her original position. So Heather's going to lead now because she's on the left. We keep eye contact, knowing that we have an intention to move around each other. Good. We come back to traditional leader-follower so that we can now use the corkscrew turn to the duet facing. Set up. Again, leader does 1.5 turns to come around and face her partner. This gives us a chance to really connect. A little ribcage slide. 1, 2, 3 steps. Let's do that again. Set up. Right, left, left. Good. Let's look at that one more time. This time we're going to just use the corkscrew. The feet will be doing exactly the same in the turn execution. Right, left, land. Good. Now Heather's going to follow me as we look at the barrel turn. Right, left, right. So the feet are doing the same thing, right, left, right. So if you can slide over that one just a little bit. As you turn around your partner, make sure when you might need to recalibrate so you're not stepping right in front of each other when you land. Right, left, right. Lovely. So follow along on this little improvisational journey that I'm leading. Good. The corkscrew is very grounding. That's a nice one to begin with. The reason it's called a corkscrew because when the hands come down the center, you're pushing down as if you are the corkscrew in the wine bottle. Good. And we can just do traditional sort of flamenco arms to possibly just change. And you don't need to do this setup every time once you become advanced and know your dancers. And then you can use this setup just as a little something, something, so the audience doesn't get bored. You don't want to be too predictable. Always nice to really check in with your partner. Look them in the eye, smile, give them a love. Good. So turn around and face audience, face the students. Good. So do 1.5 turns to face my partner. Right, left, right. Right, left, right. So I hope you enjoyed this segment of Corkscrew, Propeller, and Barrel Turn. Look forward to seeing you in class. Namaste.